Okay, this video is on multiplying and dividing mixed numbers. And these 4 example problems come straight from your homework. All right, so number 1 is 3 1/2 times 1 4/7 times 1 1/3. Again, you want to change all of these into improper fractions because then it will just make it a lot easier. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Okay, now remember, when you multiply, you just multiply straight across. So you can just do 7 times 11 times 4 and get 308. And 2 times 7 times 3 and get 42. Now, you will want to change this back over to a mixed number. So, how many times does 42 go into 308? So you actually will divide this. So 308 divided by 42, and you get 7. Now you need to find the remainder. So 42 times 7 is 294. And you want to subtract that from 308. And you get 14. So it would be 14 over 42. Now that can simplify because those are both even numbers. So if you divide by 2, you get 7 and 7, 21. Okay, number 11. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then 9 over 7. Okay, so you want to work left to right, so we need to divide this first. Remember, when you divide, you are going to do the keep change flip. So you keep the first one, change it to multiplication, flip the second one. And then you can just write the other 9 over 7. So now it's all multiplication. So you can just multiply straight across. So 9 times 2 times 9 is 162. 5 times 9 times 7 is 315. Okay, number 2. You have 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay. So even though that the multiplication is first, you can still do the division to flip it around. So you keep the first fraction, change it to multiplication, flip the second fraction. And now you can just divide or multiply. So 7 times 8 times 4 is 224. 2 times 7 times 5 is 70. So you want to change this back into a mixed number. So how many times does 70 go into 224? Goes into it 3 times. So 70 times 3 is 210. And you want to subtract that from 224. You get 14. So it'd be 14 over 70. Now both of those go into 7. So it'd be 2/10. And then both of those also go into 2. So it ends up being 3 1/5. All right, number 7, you do have parentheses with this one. So you will want to do the parentheses first, but we also want to flip these over to improper fractions. So 14 plus 5 is 19. 11 plus 8 is 19. 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so you want to multiply inside of the parentheses first. This one's different because you have to do the parentheses. So 19 times 5 is 95. 11 times 3 is 33. And then we have the 19 over 7 that we can rewrite. Okay, now that it's division, we need to keep, change, flip. So you keep the first one, change it to multiplication, flip the second one. So 19 times 33 is 627.
End of A lunch.
7 times 95 is 665. Okay, so those 4 questions were from that homework worksheet that is the multiplying and dividing mixed numbers.